start with questions for Dyaisha.
So Dyaisha, when against Yale, when your shot wasn't falling in the first half, kind of how did you adjust your play, and then going into the second half when it was falling?
We just had to be more aggressive. They were clearly more aggressive than we were in the first half. We just had to meet them where they were and figure out how to fix it.
Dyaisha is a talented shot maker and a facilitator. You definitely the engine of the offense. How do you balance, when to attack versus when to get the other girls involved, the other women involved?
So, seeing us struggle as a whole, you have to figure out once one thing's not working, what can work. So once we get in the groove of figuring things out, it just goes from there.
Kind of going off of both those questions, against Purdue, you had an excellent second half, and in the last game, you had an excellent second half. When do you kind of, do your dance like Coach describes it, and kind of turn the game into a Dyaisha Fair type game?
So in the beginning of the game, I'm the type of player to just get a feel for it and let everything flow, and then I think there's like a switch at certain points in the game, which normally probably is at halftime, and there's a switch that's hit, and then there's a different me in the second half of the game, which may change because I have to do it earlier so that we don't have to deal with being down so soon or even being down at all. So that's just probably what I'll say that is.
So is that switch being down at halftime? Is that what kind of turns you back on, or is there something else that you could attribute that switch to?
No, it's just a bunch of emotions. So it's like you're dealing with one thing not working or this is not working on top of the atmosphere, on top of being down, and then you try to figure out, how to get out of it or how to snap out of it. So once that registers in my mind, I just try to figure it out.
What's been a way you tried to snap out?
Just communicating effectively with my teammates and coaches, trying to figure out what we can do to turn it around, what we can do different coming out of the half, because the first half clearly wasn't it. So just trying to figure out what we can do different.
Dyaisha, when it comes to that game against Purdue, your teammate Tisha Hyman, 26 points, what was it like watching her cook on the floor?
It was great. I mean, once she's hot, she's hot. Once anybody's hot, they're hot. You got to keep feeding the hot hand and keep going to what's working, and whatever's working is what we're going to have to keep going.
Dyaisha, looking ahead to Coppin State, does it mean anything to you playing against an HBCU or anything again with the rest of the team? Does that impact them as well, or is you looking at this as just another game?
Yeah, it's just another game, just another test, and an opportunity.
Can you talk a little bit about Dyaisha Lewis and how her energy affects us with this?
I mean, she's like our light bulb, our energy buddy. So when she's going, we just have to feed off of her, and if she's not going, we got to figure out how to get her going. So it's been real interesting playing with her. She's an energy buddy.
One more question.
If you could describe Dyaisha Strong in one word, what would it be?
I'd say she's strong. I say that.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.